Hey everybody, this is Miss Florida Hot Picks here giving you guys another Pick 3 video, and today I want to share with you a workout for Pick 3 Minnesota. I want to show you guys how to use this 1, 2, 3 rundown using those mirrors on the left side to catch some really cool hits. If you're outside of Minnesota, stay tuned because some of these tips and these tricks and strategies could be helpful in your state as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. On March 18th, there was a hit of 332 in Minnesota. I put it into the 1, 2, 3 rundown this time, okay? Now, if you don't know how to count one out, they're very simple. You're just gonna add each of these numbers down the column. So if we're adding the first column, we would add 1 all the way down. So 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 plus 1 is 6, 6 plus 1 is 7, 7 plus 1 is 8, 8 plus 1 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10. When you get to your 2-digit numbers, only use your ones, place your 0. 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, and 2 plus 1 is 3. You know that you did it right because the number you start with will be the number that you end with, okay? Then you add 2 all the way down the second column and 3 all the way down the third column. Real simple, right? Now pay close attention to your left side. I'm going to show you something. You have this 3, 3, which are your doubles on the left side, but you also have this 8, 3. Pay attention to that mirror. That 8, 3, they're the same number, they're just opposite, okay? For our lottery math, if you hear me say mirror numbers, I mean that 0 could be a 5 could be a 0. You see that? 1 could be a 6, 6 could be a 1. 2 could be a 7, 7 could be a 2. 3 can be an 8, 8 can be a 3. 4 can be a 9, and a 9 can be a 4. Real simple, right? So when I say mirror numbers, pay close attention to the mirrored numbers. Now, they can always change. They may start using numbers from around the double areas, but I want you to pay close attention to the mirrors, okay? Now, speaking of mirrors, they actually use this mirror as a hit. Yeah. They used 8, 3 as a pair. 8, 3, 1 was the hit. So I'm going to write that down, or it's written down right here, 1, 8, 3. That came March 20th. I'm going to go ahead and box that in for you. Look at that. Easy hit. Now, here's what I want to show you. Notice the 8, 3. We can use that as a date sum number. So in case you don't know what a date sum number is, like Miss Florida, what is that? A date sum number is when we add the month and the date together. So if we add March 20th, which 183 hit, we add that together. 3 plus 20 is what, guys? 23. 3, the ones place, would be the date sum number, okay? That would be our number. So it hit on the 3rd. They're using the mirrors, okay, or those, anything on the left side, as a date sum number. So when you're writing these out, make sure that you're keeping a daily log of this, right? Let's say you go back a few days and you notice the day that you're playing, you're looking for the date sum of 5. You're like, okay, I'm working on this date. I need a date sum. Guess what? Go to your left side. If you see it there, there's a good possibility that a lot of those hits are going to be around that 0-5 mirror or the 5-5 double in some states. Pay attention to those things. So I like using date sums as the doubles themselves, okay, to help lock in those hits and also to kind of pinpoint when we think they may hit, right? Yeah. There's nothing worse than playing a number all month long. Then the day you stop, it hits. Been there, done that. Don't want to do it again. So I want to, share that with you guys. If you're looking for date sum numbers, look for it in the form of doubles or mirrors, okay? And see what's playing around it. Sometimes the hits are above. Sometimes the hits are below those doubles. Play around with this. Every state may have their own little something, their own little pattern, their own little way of doing stuff, and that's cool, okay? I handle a lot of states, so yeah, I see a lot of stuff going on with these. So pay attention to that. I thought that was cool. Let me give you another example. On March 19th, Minnesota had a hit of 052. We put it into the 1, 2, 3 rundown. I want you guys to pay close attention to those left sides, okay? We have a 05, 55, and 05 again. Now you notice these happen to be within the hit. Like the 3-3 double was in the hit, the 0-5 is in the hit. That's something. Pay attention when you see that, okay? So again, we're going to use the mirrors. Now notice they're using around the mirror. So it's cut off because I can't see what's on the top, but I want to show you what the hit is. I know you see it by now, right? Guess what hit March 22nd? 727. False triples. Yes. Look at this. The 272 is here, and they have a 777. Okay. So pay attention. You may have to mirror. Whenever you see this, you may have to mirror, but they were here. Now they do have a 272. I know people are like, I just would have played that. Whenever you see false triples like this, give yourself options to mirror. I'm showing you this because a lot of people ask me when false triples or triples may hit. And sometimes they don't come straight. You see that 777? Let me mark that down. Whenever you see a double and you have triples or false triples running down, use those numbers, but mirror, learn to mirror. And this is what I want to show you guys really quick. So 227. Now you're going to mirror this, okay? So you would mirror this. That's why I said learn your mirrors. I remember a long time ago someone said mirror numbers, they're not important. Who lied to them? I don't know. Anyways, so whenever you see this, I want you guys to learn the mirror. So 272, we'll write that down, 272. Or did I write that down right? I'm sorry, I wrote it a little wrong. 227. But we're going to mirror this. So we're going to change that 2 and 2 is what? 7. 2 again to a 7, 2. So now we have 2 7s. So whenever you see this, be sure to mirror. The same thing with this straight. You see that 777? Turn that into a 2 2 2. That way, if you think trips or false triples will come, you can cover yourself with all the options. Yeah, I like that, right? So Minnesota, you guys have a couple patterns working. Sometimes they're using the actual mirrors as a hit, and sometimes they're using the triples or false triples as a hit. So pay attention to that if you see that, all right? And remember to mirror those. Because guess what? You don't want to miss the hit, right? Okay. More important, let's look at the date sum. The date sum we have is 0, 5, or 5, right? We added the March 23rd. When we add that together, that 3 plus 22, my math, we get 25. What is that? A 5? 5. That 727 came out on the date sum of 5. You see how all that's coming together? Isn't that cool? Yes. So pay attention, all right? Let me show you one more example, because sometimes you're not going to get false triples every day, right? And sometimes they're not going to use that 8-3, okay, the mirror number with it. So let's go and show you something else, okay? This is a third pattern. This is kind of like a 3-in-1 sweet deal for y'all, all right? On March 21st, the hit was 118. We put it into the 1 2 3 rundown. Again, pay attention to your mirrors, your left side doubles, okay? So we have 118. Okay, but you got what? This 6-1 here. That 6-1 are mirrors. Learn your mirrors, guys. That can save you. Make sure you do that. Okay, so now we're going to learn to use this pattern. And basically what you're doing is you're going to use either one of these numbers, and you're going to use the pairs going vertical. Okay, what I mean by that is, look at this. We got 154. That could be an option. You might want to do 197. That could be an option. Or maybe you might want to do 157. Or you want to use the 6. You want to do 654. That could be an option. Or 697, right? Now notice they're using the number in the middle column, right? So I would probably stick with the 197, the 145, 157, maybe even a 149. I'm just throwing out options so you can know how to start looking at these numbers, okay? But Minnesota, the hit was actually 145. Look at that. Right there, sitting right on top. So they're using the 145. Okay. So yeah, backtrack. See if you're seeing these patterns are consistent for your state or other areas. But yeah, the hit was right here. Okay. So again, sometimes they may not want to use that. They may want to use one of the numbers and then use two numbers on top. Okay. So that was 154. Now look at this. Look at the date sum number. March 23rd. If we add that together, what do we get, guys? 26. So the date sum was 1. Right on point. Okay. This is where I'm going to stop. I normally like to do the predictions, but I no longer do predictions for the public anymore. So if you guys are interested in seeing full videos, full access to all my content where I give predictions, I'm giving pick 3 predictions daily now, and I'm even doing them by the state every day. So if you're interested and you want to request your pick 3 and pick 4 videos, you want to see those pick 3 prediction lists that I have out, even by the state, definitely sign up for the membership. We love to have you over there. Things are popping, growing. I'm excited. And I'm excited for all of our members. And yeah, we're learning a lot over there. So definitely come see us. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you for tuning in with me. Make sure you like and subscribe the video. Share it with someone if you want to. Hey, if they paid their pick 3 videos. And again, y'all make sure y'all join that membership. I will see y'all there, and y'all be safe.